how to control the energy field mentally when around women who want you and women that you want. First of all, welcome on board. Now that you are a new member, and if you have been a consistent member, I hope this information has been helping you. Now, let's first understand, why will you want to control an energy field mentally when around women who want you? I mean, who doesn't want a woman who wants him? You tell me, Isaac, why will you not want a woman who wants you? Why will you want to be in control of that energy that surrounds you, because that is what carries you? Why will you want to do that? I mean, I feel good that she wants me. Damn it. Let's first understand things that exist in the real world, and some of them, it's not something that you can see, but it is a feeling that you can feel, and you can realize that those feelings are affecting you in a certain way. That is what exists. Why will you experience some feelings in your body? Sadness, sorrow, diseases. That is a negative feeling that is affecting your body, and you can feel that feeling. And most of the time, the feeling that you are experiencing, you can't see it. Now, obviously, women are always ahead psychologically, but in this psychological state, when they are using a game and they want you and you believe they want you, they use also a force of energy, because that is how a human kind operates. Every other person, when you are operating in a certain way in that society, Isaac, you are using a specific energy. That is just what exists. Doesn't matter. That is the energy of the universe that exists. In that moment, there is the energies of other women, there is the energy of the society, there is the energy, you name them, that exist. Now, when I am interested in you and then I am using a game on you, I am also applying a specific energy on you, because I am operating on a specific energy that will trigger you to respond to what I need from you. And you will respond because you are not in a balanced energy. The balanced energy is not an extreme negative, and it's not an extreme happiness. It's you, Isaac, being at ease on yourself. For example, I want you, Isaac, right? I want us to date, right? I am highly interested in you because I have seen value in you. That is what is influencing me to be interested in you, right? Now that I am highly interested in you, and I have a feeling that what you rely on and how you are operating, you need more positive energy. Why? Your work is so stressing. I will also add up a negative thing in your life, feeling, experience, by doing something indirectly, using my friends, using anyone, your neighbors, the society, the leader, anyone. That is just what exists. Now you will consistently have a negative energy, right? Now that you consistently have a negative energy, you are in a negative vibration mode, and that is the energy that exists in you. At this very moment, you are in sorrow, negativities. You're not settled, and your energy now is not balanced. The only way you can have a balance of energy for you to survive is to rely on that someone who really cares, your friend, or that one chick who wanted you, and she had a positive energy. So you will want to rely on her. And then you remember, by the way, Hannah wanted us to date. I never gave her a chance, but she had a very high vibrational energy. That is the energy that I need for me to feel good, because you need to rely on her to have a balanced energy for you to feel the happiness again. So you will entertain Hannah around, but Hannah has a different intention. But she knew at first, when you will experience the negative energy, we will rely on her. But this is all the manipulation of the energy that exists in you, so that she can control over you indirectly, and she can get what she wants from you, or the society can get what they want from you. For example, if I say the existence of a man can only be valuable if he has achieved some assets, that is a different energy that you are allowing people to operate on. So you cannot value or respect a man unless he has a specific asset. That is also a negative energy that allows people to operate on and not to value each and everyone's existence. And you are not supposed to operate on that, because operating on that leads to frustrations, disappointments, and consistently suffering mentally. Isaac, when you are born with this positive vibration, okay? Vibration. Most of the time, you know nothing, you cannot think, you're just on a higher vibration. Once you are a man, your pattern starts to change to operate on a specific way. Now, it's not a positive vibration. Now, it is in different patterns so that you can gain more knowledge and you can learn more. Every pattern that you experience and you engage yourself in equals to adding a negative vibration pattern. You are introducing thought. When you make a move on Hannah and then she turns down your deal, you will experience another negative energy. That is a fluid that exists in the world to allow you doubt yourself. And once you doubt yourself, you break another positive vibration. When your girlfriend walks away, it will introduce low self-esteem. That is again another negative vibration in your life. When you haven't achieved anything that the society wants you to achieve, you are not a man enough to have what you think it's what you deserve, because this again, it is the thought and the reality that you have created in your own world. It introduces another negative energy. Now, your positive energy isn't only engaged in a positive vibration. And to get rid of these negative energies, your logic mind will think, maybe I just need pleasure, okay, to remove this negative energy in my life. She walked away, she's not replying, she did this. But pleasure will introduce another pattern in your life which is negative. And consistent pleasure now introduces another negative energy, because every time you will want to experience a positive vibration that we think it's what really will make you a whole and gain the self-esteem, you will think it's the pleasure. Yet it's just misleading your own illusions. And the illusions is to rely solely on women for pleasure. This equals to constant struggle and removing this positive vibration, and your energy is not balanced. The only way to get rid of these negative energies is maybe to cleanse yourself, to go to the gym, take your time to be alone and not surround yourself with women, so that you can find and understand how reality works, your mental understanding of what you think it is reality, so that you cannot live in illusions, because illusions is what removes your positive vibration, allows you to experience a lot of things in a negative way, okay, because it's also a pattern that exists in the real world. Yet this pattern will not have an impact on a positive vibration that exists in you. Even when it will have an impact, it won't have an impact on your mental state of being. That is a positive vibration. Even when it will have an impact on your mental state of being, you will look for a healthy way to deal with it. That is going to the gym and getting rid of that negative energy and not relying on this constant pleasure, because relying on constant pleasure equals to the negative energy now penetrating through your positive vibration and creating illusions of reality that you think it is a reality when it's not a reality, because this is a different energy that you are operating on, and it has a lot of negative energies now around you, and it's not the positive energy, and you will need balance. And needing balance again, you will think you have a problem and you need pleasure, and maybe you need to work on yourself on a certain way when it is all about pleasure. She might even feel attracted to you, not because she wants you, but because you just triggered hypergamy and a feeling that exists in Hannah's reality. She thinks you are different because you never paid too much attention to her. Now you are suffering. Until you learn to deal with this foreign pain and being this constant suffering by just going to the gym, being alone most of the time, so that you can activate spirituality, because we all know spirituality only works on a foundation of solitude. Okay, spirituality is an energy that you will need, because it is an energy that uses a superconscious mind to break and remove these negative energies, so that you can come back to being who you are, and you can again create a specific world for you that is healthy for you without the negative energies, which is using now a superconscious mind. But at this very moment, when you don't go through pain and sorrow consistently, don't spend your time alone, you won't go through a specific stage that you need to create a healthy environment for you. Hannah's happiness, energy, feeling interested in you, and showing that she is on a higher vibration, it is not a confirmation that you are supposed to reciprocate the love and care. Yet, but to understand that you are not in a balanced state of being, in an energetic equilibrium. For example, things happen, right? We have diseases, we have some influential things that we can hide from, because that is what exists, right? What if you understand that experience as a way of learning, so that you can be strong enough when other women feel interested in you, when that disease comes again, when that negative energy happens again? What if you understand it as a way of you learning and not labeling it as a negative entity? The moment you label it, now there is division, now there is conflict, now there is consistent suffering and pain. What if it is just a feeling that exists for you to learn more, to make you strong? The more it happens, the more you get stronger, the more you understand how the world operates, because it's giving you more knowledge of what really exists in a different lens that you never knew existed, so that you can know how to go about things. And you will tell me, but what if I am depressed? I am going through a lot of negativities. What if I am in a specific state that is draining me? You know, there is a fluid of negative energies that you can't see, but this is a pressure and a force that happens. It exists, and most people use it just to control your energy. Like it's just a pressure on its own way. I am Hannah. When I don't give you pleasure, I am reinforcing that fluid. You will have a negative energy on you, and now you will try hard to get me. That is a fluid. When I consistently act in a certain way negatively to influence you negatively, so that you can have a negative feeling, impact, I am doing that so that you can experience a negative energy. But there are ways you can act, and that negative action that she thought it is negative, it won't affect you in any way. First, understand that things exist the way they exist because people exist the way they want to exist, and that is who they are. It has nothing to do with you. And the world has these people, these women around. That is the first thing to be aware of. And that is just what is. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. It exists. That is the first thing. Don't label it bad, good, no. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with it. That is what exists in the world. That's the first trick. The second trick, once you feel like it has an impact on you, okay, either negatively, it doesn't matter, mentally, there is another way you can do to cleanse yourself. And you know, when I talk about cleansing, most of the time we say, cleansing again. So it has nothing to do with being a Christian or a Muslim or whatever. It has everything to do with your morals. Am I making sense? You can only cleanse yourself if you are a moral person. You do the right thing. A negative thing happened to you. How will you cleanse yourself if you have been consistently acting in the wrong way, doing evil? You can't. the cleanse will backfire. It will affect you negatively. And it has to be a feeling that needs to be delivered by you from you. It has to be done by you from you. So you have to remove the guilt. Your morals, you have to act in the right way. I'm not saying there is the right way and the wrong way. There is always learning. But once you have a knowledge and an insight that doing a certain thing and experiencing a certain pleasure will lead to consistent pain in the future, you are already aware of that. Why will you again engage in that pleasure? You won't, right? Now you know that is what separates the right and the wrong thing. What you engage in to have a short-term pleasure will lead to a long-term pain and suffering. That is what separates the wrong and the good. And now that you are aware of that, you're not willing to engage in a short-term pleasure for a long-term pain and suffering. Isaac, always be aware that you are always controlling an energy field around you, either you like it or not, either from women or from the society. So anytime you label the society as bad, logically, you will have a negative energy. Anytime you label women walking away from you as bad, okay, you have a negative energy, and you are now controlling this vibrational energy in a negative way, and you will end up experiencing a negative vibrational energy which is not balanced. But anytime you label every experience from women as just a way to learn, okay, any experience from the society as just what is, because you know nothing about what really is, it's just what the society is labeling, you end up creating a brain muscle and a mental muscle not to experience a consistent negative energy from the society or from women that will allow you to act and behave off balance and off center. This allows you to operate differently, uniquely on your own terms, without the influence of women, without the influence of the society. Because either way, you are always controlling your own energy, either in a negative way by the influence of women, or in a positive way by your own influence. Experience what is without a relationship to what is, and removing a relationship to what is removes conflict and division. Once you remove conflict and division, you are in control of your own spiritual, energetic, balanced energy for your own growth. And you don't need to go look for women to cleanse yourself. Once you use women to cleanse yourself, now you are making women part of your existence and part of who you are, which creates conflict and division. Feelings is a part of a consciousness that exists, that you need to experience for you to be aware that some feelings exist, because that is what exists. Is it making sense? Your frequency of vibration has everything to do with you. Again, your vibrational frequency, energy that exists, has everything to do with you. But the existence of a humankind, a man, woman, name them, will influence you to think that that vibration has to be influenced by a determining factor. The determining factor is Hannah. But the determining factor, it is an internal factor. You. I feel bad. Why can't you go to the gym? Just sweat to get that bad energy away, and then experience some ease energy around you. You're doing it for yourself. I don't know if you often understand that when you practice and consistently do the right thing, you are actually protecting and doing it for yourself. You are also protecting your spiritual energy. It has nothing to do with you're doing the right thing for people. That is your own foundation. It's not because you are naive, you just mess up and you know you are messing up. you are now demolishing your spiritual foundation. That is where it starts. Do you know why I often talk about spiritual, sometimes morals more often? Because you can do things in a specific way, but when you allow a different party influence you in a certain way and then create a reality that doesn't really exist in the real world, yet it's just an illusion that you rely on and it has a negative energy, that is how you break your spiritual energy. Once you break your spiritual energy, the foundation is gone. Now you are consistently seeking for pleasure so that you can feel good. And it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with thinking that the illusions that you believe and you see and you sense and you feel, those illusions exist. Because that is how your memory operates on. You experience something, you label it, now it is a knowledge that you are using to make decisions. Let me ask you this question, okay? Do you often feel drained when around some people or some women? You just feel drained because these people carry a negative vibrational energy, and for them to have a balance and to survive, your positive energy needs to feed them. So you are feeding them. That is why you are experiencing that negative energy. Now, you can only guard your energy by, after experiencing that energy around yourself, you just take a break. Be alone. Because it has nothing to do with you. Like, you just feel a heavy weight of energy that is different, weird, or negative. When around some people, why? Your state of being in a spiritual way, it's so heightened that you can instantly feel the energy of a different person. Either it's negative or positive. And you are at ease at this very moment. Now, when you are extremely happy, you are always serving someone, that lady, that person. And there will be a specific thing, action that will happen at that very moment, which will take you back to either losing the energy, you're out of energy, now you're coming back to the balance. And this is what the law of the universe needs for you to operate. That's why I tell men, relying on pleasure consistently, you will enjoy that moment, but there is an impact that comes with it. You are out of energy, you have burned out, because that is the impact that it has. And you have to burn out so that that pleasure can be experienced. That moment was experienced, now it's done. There is an instant impact. You are out of energy. Now that you are out of energy, you come back to the balanced energy. But now when you rely on your memories, oh, Hannah was around, she gave me this energy, she gave me this pleasure, she was this sexy, that is your memory. You will again desire this pleasure, and now that becomes your pattern. And once it's your pattern, now you program yourself to operate on that manner. Now when you are programming yourself to operate on that manner by the influence of Hannah, now you are not in control of your spiritual world. Why? Because you think that you need to experience pleasure for you to survive. I'm not saying that pleasure is a bad thing. And it's not supposed to be given a label as something that you must. When you use the word you must, then that is what will control your life. Now women control your life. When women control your life, now you are living a reality that women are creating for you consistently. Again and again and again. Until you ask yourself, do I have a problem? No, your problem is your pattern. Your memories that you are relying on. Oh, she is attractive, I like her. Damn, yeah, she is attractive, because you are labeling her as that way because you remember pleasure. And now you want to experience it. That is the energy that is operating in your existence. And now you think there is a problem in you. Yeah, there is a problem, your memories and your patterns. Is it too harsh for you men? I don't think so. Why am I trying to push hard to get men understand things differently? Because that allows us to never label women in a form of, she is this attractive. That is also a form of you removing a pattern that has existed for this entire life. And it is in control of a man's existence. Okay? So you need to understand things in a different lens, so that you can know that what is just what is. It has nothing to do with the word. The word has no meaning. Are you a new member? Have you been enjoying this? Welcome on board. Let's enjoy. Thanks for always tuning in. See you next time. That was too much.